Steve.
Hi. Oh, sorry, Gary. Go ahead.
Okay. Steve, can you, what have you thought of the development? Two questions here. The development of Tatum and Brown as kind of a duo over the last couple of years. And secondly, just wanted to ask you about Brad Wanamaker and what he's brought to your roster.
So, I coached Jayson and Jaylen last summer in China as an assistant coach on Pop's staff, and as well as Kemba and Marcus. And so I got to know those guys pretty well and loved coaching them. It's no surprise they're having so much success, as a team over the years and individually. They're really hard workers, good guys, good players. Jayson and Jaylen in particular, they're part of that rare breed that we're all looking for in the NBA. Guys who can do everything. They have the size to guard size and the speed and quickness to guard every position, and they have the skill set to score from any part of the floor. They can make threes. They get out in transition and hammer dunks. They can score in the half court using their footwork. So they're both guys to me are the modern archetype, that we're all looking for. And what makes them even better is just their human qualities, their work ethic, the chemistry they generate on a team. They're fun guys to coach, fun guys to play with. When you have that combination of being a really good person and having that kind of God-given ability, it's a good combination.
Coach, how affect the game Marcus Smart absence tomorrow?
I'm sorry?
How affect your game plan about tomorrow, Marcus Smart absence?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a big loss for them. Marcus is obviously one of their keys. He's sort of similar to Draymond, for us in terms of the defense and the competitiveness and the playmaking. And so, we don't change anything with him out. We just still have to go out and execute a game plan and put together a good game. But that's definitely a big loss for the Celtics.
Hello, Kevon. Credentialed from Greece. I would like to ask you, what would you like to keep from your last game against the Pistons? And what did you see so far from Daniel Theis, Rob Williams, and Tristan Thompson?
So from last game, we just want to continue to go out there and give a defensive effort like we did last game and push the ball. I think last game we was able to get some throw aheads and Draymond pushed the ball and we was able to go out there and get rebound and get stops and run. I think we were really, really deadly when we get in transition. But the biggest part of that is just being a rebound. So going against that Boston front line, they're not the biggest, but they're really, really tough. They're great rebounders. They're real scrappy. They like to switch a lot of things. So it's a different type of team in Boston, a different type of bigs. Tristan Thompson is a great offensive rebounder. Then you got guys like Williams and Theis that can step out and shoot the three sometimes and do different things. So I think it's a good matchup for us, a good test. We've been talking about rebounding, getting better at that. So it's going to be a great test versus Boston.
And then the extension of Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown from afar. Do you see any parallels between the experiences that you and Clay had coming up together, drafted by the same team?
For sure. Starting there, and then you have two talented guys that have to figure out how to play off each other, and one guy's got it, the other guy has to stay engaged, and vice versa, and you both elevate yourselves, in that same process. So, they got thrown into the fire. With me and Clay and Draymond, we didn't. They played in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals the first year when Jayson came on the scene. So they were thrown into big stages early, and they got that experience. I'm sure they benefited from that, but just understanding how they can both evolve and get the most out of their individual talent, but put it together and balance it with the rest of the guys. Definitely a lot of similarities there for sure.
Hello, Steph. Credentialed from Greece. I would like to ask you, what will going to be the biggest challenge on tomorrow's game. And Boston Celtics are a title contenders team. How far or how close you feel you are about to be a title contenders this season?
I mean, we're trending in the right direction. Same kind of answer, but they're playing well, obviously. Like you said, they were there last year in the playoffs and had a chance to get over the hump. Have a consistent roster, so it'll be a good challenge tomorrow. Excited about the opportunity to play them. Hopefully, put another win together, and measure ourselves. That's the biggest thing with pretty much every game, and that game within the game. Of showing up against whoever we're playing and some of the best teams, you kind of get a good measuring stick of where you need to be.